Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Okay, entertainment only, allegedly, or right through this video. I want to have a look at the Murdoch Empire, Rupert Murdoch. Oh my goodness, Australia is just forever going to try and plead forgiveness for unleashing Rupert onto the world. Now, what has happened, and I've read on this before, and it was really interesting what I've got before, so I'm going to have another look in light of what's happened. So there was a court ruling that came out, apparently Rupert and Lachlan. Now, Lachlan is, if you think Rupert's bad, Lachlan's even worse, allegedly, as for being a far-right, wanting to take the world back to the 1650s, not even the 1850s, back to the 1650s, where there are serfs and lords, and obviously he'd be one of the lords, and basically the lords own all the serfs. SERFS, or peasants, or however you like to put it. So there was a court case where Lachlan and Rupert were trying to change the family trust so that control of everything would go to Lachlan. They lost the court case. The other family members, James, Elizabeth and Prudence, took the changes to court and they won. So basically what happened is that not everything could get left to Lachlan. However, since then, what has changed is that there has been a outside of court agreement allegedly made that Lachlan would retain control of the media, ergo Fox and News Corp, whereas James, Elizabeth and Prudence, who I won't say that they're progressive liberals, but they're a heck of a lot better than Rupert and Lachlan, get 1 billion, B with a billion. And speaking of billion, the figure that Zuckerberg said during the dinner the other night was 600 billion, not 60 billion that I said. And then he turned to the orange twerp and said, did that make you happy, that figure? Was that right? Did you like it? Because it was just a pull it out of his backside figure. Anyhow, James, Elizabeth and Prudence have all been, they've allegedly agreed to be paid out $1 billion each in exchange for giving up their shares, their holdings, any rights to the control of the media arm, which is Fox and News Corp, and being banned from buying any of the shares back again. I want to have a look about where next, because this is not how I saw this going. We have the World card, as I split the deck, the World and the Tower card. Now this is ending, this is destruction. You've also got up here, the orange twerp facing off against the might of what is good about the United States with the bald eagle there. If you're wondering what deck it is, it's the Golden Universal Tarot, and I want to have a little bit of a look because I'm actually wondering whether James, Elizabeth and Prudence are the smart ones, getting their money and getting out. Gosh, they get redder and redder as I read. Not itchy, not sore. So don't worry about me. They clear up within about half an hour of me reading. So yes, it is an energies thing. I'm wondering whether they've seen the writing on the wall or they know something beyond what Lachlan. Well, one would think Lachlan. Okay, thank you. Lachlan has been blinded. Lachlan has been blinded by his. Okay, I just got lust for power. We've got the agreement being made here prior to the Tower moment occurring. So it's almost like James, Elizabeth and Prudence have gotten together and get, oh, geez, we need to get our money out before this all goes down. the Wheel of Fortune turning. It's like they read the writing on the wall. Whereas Lachlan is, how, for whatever reason, blinded by the silo that he's in. Okay, show me. They see the wheel turning and they're getting out of Dodge. They're getting their money out before the whole lot blows up. So show me, show me. Show me the future of Lachlan Murdoch being in control of Fox and News Corp. Show me the future of Lachlan Murdoch. I mean, Rupert the walking corpse. Right, something unexpected coming out of left field for him. He's listening to the MAGAs. Now, I know a few readers have this as their, MAGA news card. He's listening to, he's got all his attention on the MAGA news side. It's like he's caught in a silo. This is just really bizarre. Challenged by the best of democracy. No, thank you, right. He's challenged by trying to be the star. That's his challenge. He's not his father. The era has changed. Now, Rupert rose to his glory days during the Greeter's good 1980s. We're not in the 1980s anymore. Lachlan's challenge is that he's still trying to spin. He's still trying to spin the story as the star. But being in the challenge position, it's like this. The star is falling. He deliberately brings forward volatile news, but the horse is being reined in here. So this is the energy he's stewing in. Bringing forward inflammatory news, that's what he does, but it's a knight and the horse is being reined in. So the knight's trying to go forward, but the horse is pulling back. Let's see where this goes. The future, the past. Well, it's my military card, the military stepping into government card, but it can also be the ability to move forward is stopped because these two sphinxes have lain down. His aggressive attempt to move forward is stopped. And we've got here the voters, the people, the happy families, the ending of the happy families. Thank you, I get there eventually. When I twig on it, my guides say, yeah, or they put the word in my mouth. This is about an ending of the family dynasty. I'm just going to say the ending of the family dynasty. The immediate future for him is, I got it all, it's all mine, but be careful what you wish for, because it might turn out to be fool's gold, or it might turn out to be the Midas touch, where everything you touch turns to gold, which means eventually you cannot eat, drink, or breathe, and you kill off everything. So the immediate future for Lachlan, yeah, I got it all, it's all mine, but be careful what you wish for. Externally, the Three of Wands, the plan coming to fruition. But can you see any ships on that horizon out there? He's waiting for it to actually arrive. So yes, internally, it's not going to end well for him. Heartbreak, loss, despair, sense of betrayal, grief internally. It's not going to end well for him. Hopes and fears, a lot of news coming out really quickly, but these are pointed downwards. So this is a share price perhaps going down, or negative news. The outcome, the corruption, tied himself to the devil. There's this is not the devil. The orange twerp is not the devil. He is simply the catalyst for exposing. So he tied himself to this devil corruption gravy train, but when the orange twerp falls off the twig, ends up on the wrong side of the grass, however you like to call it, it's over. It is dying. Secrets being revealed, coming to the surface and revealed about the steel that will change everything. The Wheel of Fortune that will change everything. Lachlan will have a difficult decision about what to do because I don't even know if he's going to be blindsided, but which way is he going to spin this? Because he finds himself in this nightmare situation because the contracts and agreements that he made with this energy are gone. The Fool, new journey. Foolishness, new journey. Trying to escape, but it's just too much. I think that Lachlan chose the wrong side. He might think he's the smug merchant. He thinks he got it all. I want to have a look. How are James, Elizabeth and Prudence going to come out of this? They're getting their money. They can read the writing on the wall. They're getting their money. Lachlan he's been caught up in listening to this rhetoric, and it's just going to turn into chaotic messaging that brings about an ending. Okay, how's it going to turn out for James, Elizabeth and Prudence? I think they got the bit. I actually suddenly felt lighter. Okay, how's it going to end up for James, Elizabeth and Prudence getting their $1 million each? Right, here is the share price going down. We've got this same, cards that were in this previous reading, but different order. A lot of news coming out. Is it the military or is it the challenge being an inability to move forward? Let's see how it goes. 3 working together, getting their money out. I was going to say 3 working together to get their money out. In the past, the agreement that was made, absolutely. Give me $1 billion and you can have it. Crowning this reading, an inability to harvest though. So this might be the agreement was made, but they might not get the actual money. Events might overtake them. See where it goes. We the people, Biden putting into place. The Page of Pentacles, a reduced amount and walking away. With the 8 of Cups, back up against the wall, holding on to their one wand, that it's the 9 of Wands, back up against the wall, bruised and battered, but they've got 1 out of the 9 that they're holding on to. And then you've got the new beginning, stepping off the cliff, the Fool, the money to, yeah. Okay, they've got this agreement, but I don't think they're going to get the money out of it because I think events are going to overtake them because we've got the 2 of Pentacles juggling, trying to extract it, but things spinning around and around. This might get, well, I've got no court, I've got no legal cards, but the explosion here, and then we've got the 5 of Pentacles out in the cold as things come to an end, results in this massive infighting. You've got the orange twerp, you've got the secrets being revealed, and then you've got the Page of Swords, whistleblowers, Russia, defending, money trails, but hard work in regards to the money, and then you have huge legal case in regards to the money legacy. But I don't think they're going to get their money out, or at least not all of it, because this is about the steel, desperately hanging on, emotional, overwhelming, and a judgment being brought down. You've then got the wheel turning and the celebration. I'm really feeling that they're not going to get their billion. They'll get a payout, but it won't be their billion. They're going to end up in this big, bitter fight to try and get it. But I think they're going to have to settle for a reduced amount. Couldn't happen to nicer people. Is James going to end up with Fox? Because I keep seeing Fox is going to go in a different direction. Is James going to end up with some harsh truth coming for them with this information about the ruling, the dynasty, Page of Swords, truths coming out about the agreement that was done outside of the court, restriction, legally restricted with the Star. Very quickly, is anybody but Lachlan? There's the Emperor and the secrets being revealed. What's going to happen to Fox? What's going to happen to Fox? 3 cards, and then I'll shuffle again. And what's going to happen to News Corp? What's going to happen to Fox? Fox Entertainment, the Fox Empire. Faux News. What's going to happen to Fox? It doesn't have a news license. It has an entertainment license. What's going to happen to Fox when this all unravels? What's going to happen to Fox? Right, there's going to be an investigation and a judgment in regards to the information it put out there. What's going to happen to News Corp? What's going to happen to News Corp? Oh, I've got a prickly scalp for some, not scalp, but forehead. What's going to happen to News Corp? Hanged Man, legal proceedings, and the money, the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, big announcement coming forward. Out in the cold tower moment in regards to the legacy, loss, and justice. I think the 3 might end up in control of News Corp, but there's something big happening here for Fox, end of a... Fox might find itself off the air. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, and I'm being reminded of the 3 generational thing. One builds it, so Rupert Murdoch's father started the media business, made quite a bit of money in Australia, passed it off to Rupert. Rupert consolidated it and grew it. And the 3rd generation, it's like starts, consolidates and grows, loses, and this is the 3rd generation. Just like the orange twerp, his grandfather with his brothels in Canada started it, his father consolidated and grew, and the orange twerp will lose. It's a cycle. And if you look back in history, it's a cycle that repeats over and over and over. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Take care. I shall catch you shortly. Love to you all. Deep breath. Just know this is all part of the ramping up before it all goes poof. So, yeah, love to you all. Look after yourselves. And I am going to go and my eyes are going to turn better again. Okay, catch you shortly. Bye-bye.